So it's our first night out of Kennedy Meadows. So we left Oakland yesterday morning, took a bus to Bakersfield, then a county bus to Lake Isabella, and then
got a ride from a trail angel from Lake Isabella to Kennedy Meadows.
Yeah. We started hiking this morning at like 9 o'clock in the morning because we like had some errands to do in Kennedy Meadows.
Yeah,
and just
send boxes and stuff.
Yeah. And we hiked 20 miles, and it has been raining off and on today a lot.
It's been so weird. It's been like dark and cloudy all day, but then every once in a while, like a really dark, really low cloud will roll over and it'll rain for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and then it'll pass, but the clouds are kind of like loomed overhead all day, and they're still going.
I mean, you can hear it right now.
Yeah. Right now it's the worst it's been all day. It's pouring down rain and thunder and lightning, and it seems like the lightning is striking right outside the tent. It's been crazy.
Telling ourselves that it's not, but it really looks like it is.
We stopped early so we could camp under some, like, at least where there's some wind protection next to a big rock and under a big tree that hopefully won't get struck by lightning.
Yeah, hopefully not. We just had sushi and we're calling it camp sushi.
Trail sushi.
Trail sushi. It was nori papers, like the small ones, and then we made sticky rice and anchovies and cream cheese, which stays good for at least 24 hours outside of the fridge. We had bagels for lunch today. It was very exciting.
It was awesome. It's been a good food day.
It's been a really good food day, if nothing else. Oh, that was me. Anything else?
I think that about wraps it up on that note.
All right. Okay.
Hello.
We're on day 2 out of Kennedy Meadows. I don't know what mile we're at. Oh, sorry.
I don't know.
We did 23 miles today, and we're
743.
something like that.
Is my guess.
And we'll hit Lone Pine tomorrow, we're about a mile and a half from the exit for Lone Pine, but we're not going into town. And we will do another 23 miles tomorrow and get to the Whitney Summit Trail, like the side trail to Summit Whitney. We'll stay there, and then we'll summit the next day, which is really exciting. I promise I won't do all of these videos in the tent. I just forgot today to do it earlier, and so now this is the second one in the tent. Yesterday it was raining, so that was a good excuse, but tonight there's really no reason. It's freezing cold. I'm wearing this as a hat, very silly, and I'm wearing all my layers, and I'm still cold. And anything eventful happened today?
Today was actually pretty uneventful. We met some new hikers that are doing the same thing we did. Got to the border like the day before us. We actually met them once before at the Dinsmores, so it was kind of fun to talk to them and chat with them. But other than that, it's been smooth sailing. I was kind of happy the weather held off today. I was a little nervous after yesterday's events.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah,
there was hail. We learned as we walked. There were piles of hail on the trail, so that rhymed.
That must have happened overnight.
Also hailed. Yeah. So. Oh, Olive Oil. Olive Oil, who we hiked with all through Oregon, we're finally meeting up with her, and we'll meet her tomorrow morning at the Lone Pine Spur Trail. So we'll see her in a mile and a half. We were trying to get there tonight, but we really didn't want to push it, and we're hungry. Yeah, I think that's it. So we'll update again tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye. Hey.
Hello.
We forgot to make a video yesterday, but we're on day 4 out of Kennedy Meadows, and we're on top of Mount Whitney. It was very hard.
It was hard.
There's no oxygen up here.
Hard to breathe.
Very hard to breathe. I thought it was going to kill me. That's about it. Now we're with all the day hikers up here.
There's a ton of people.
Ton of day hikers. I wish I could flip it. I'm going to pretend.
Maybe upside down now. But
whatever, it's upside down. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to have to descent this afternoon, and then we have Forster Pass tomorrow. So we're just going up. All right.
Then I'm ready to bomb out here.
Now what are we doing?
Cooking lunch.
Where are we? What are we about to do?
We're about to do Forester Pass, which is the highest point on the PCT. but not the highest point in the country, which is what we did yesterday. So it's no big deal.
And we're going to be in Bishop tomorrow morning before the post office closes at 1. We went over Forster Pass today, the highest point on the Pacific Crest Trail, and it was not as hard as Whitney, which I was really thinking it was going to be just as hard, but it wasn't that bad. I mean, it was hard, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
I didn't think I was going to die. We got sunburnt today.
We also found sunscreen on the ground, so
the trail provides. Somehow it's also freezing. We woke up with frost on our tent and frost on our beer canister. So basically we're gonna be popsicles for the next month, and it's only gonna get colder. What else?
About the day?
Yeah. It's really pretty.
We're like 7 miles out of town. We've got to do Kearsarge Pass to get into Bishop, and then we're gonna have to do it again to get back to the trail from Bishop.
Yeah. So there's this pass, Kearsarge Pass, that's off the trail. So there's a 7-mile trail into town, and doesn't count towards the PCT at all. And you have to go over a pass, Kearsarge Pass. So you have to go very high, climb a mountain, come back down, go into town, get food, then go back up the mountain, and then back on the trail. Very annoying. 14 miles round trip. The worst. Really dreading that. Yeah. I think we're getting used to elevation. Definitely feels, the first couple of days were awful. Felt like you were breathing through a straw. I honestly was miserable. I will never take oxygen for granted ever again. It's terrible. But I think we're getting better. And what else? We think the elevation makes us hungrier. Or really just we're hungrier. Today we were starving, and we ate cheddar broccoli rice sides that weren't fully cooked for dinner, but it was delicious. Really excited for literally any food. I'm so hungry.
That's it?
Oh, I think that's it. Alright, we'll try and stop doing these in our tent, but I can almost guarantee that won't happen.
Hey!
Hey!
Hi!
We found olive oil.
Woo!
A few days ago. We're on top of Kearsarge Pass, and we're headed into Bishop.
Yep.
It's 11,760 feet high.
We're about to have some celebratory pudding.
Oh yeah, we're about to have some pudding, very exciting. Oreo flavored.
It's really
vegan.
good. It looks
really good.
It does look really good.
It looks like ice cream. It looks like Talenti ice cream. It's really pretty. Let me see if I can show you. Really pretty. The other side's really pretty too. Surprise! The Sierra's pretty. Who knew?
They've been saying that.
Finally.
Yeah, finally.
We didn't believe them.
Yeah, we really didn't believe them.
We get it now.
Yeah. Alright, that's about all we've done this morning. It was so cold last night.
True.
I was
That
cold
seems to
anyway.
be the new norm.
Yeah, that does seem, it's like winter here. That's all. Alright.
That song had been out of my head.
Oh, we got a new song. That's not my name.
That's not my name.
Yes.
That's not my name.
They call me
Stacy.
They call me something else. That's not my name.
Yeah.
Go.
Hey! Today?
What day is it out of Kennedy Meadows?
6?
Yeah, I think so.
Today is, I think, day 6
Today's
at Kennedy
September
Meadows.
17th.
September 17th. 7:15 p.m. We just got to camp. We're all cooking ramen, eating Pop-Tarts, like we do. Today, we hiked 2 passes, one on the PCT, one off the PCT, and that one for the second time in 2 days. We did Kearsarge Pass out of Bishop, which is a 7-mile trail to the PCT, and then we probably did 8 or 9 miles on the PCT over Glen Pass into the base of Pinchot Pass, which we'll do tomorrow morning.
It looks high, whatever.
It looks high.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. And
Yes.
this morning we woke up at a campground and had to hitchhike back to the trail, and we all got to ride in the back of a random person's car.
Oh, it's so true. What about the 2 hitches last night? Can you
The
remember
what?
The 2 hitches we had last night.
Oh, the first guy was. Well, we got picked up within 5 minutes
He
both
loved
times
Eminem.
because we were dancing.
Yes.
And yeah, the first guy just blasted rap music the whole time.
Like early 90s.
And then he peeled out of the parking
early
lot when he
2000s
left.
Bangers.
And then the second hitch was a lady who had just dropped off her kids and was going home to clean her house, but instead decided to take a long detour. We talked a lot about brunch with her.
Oh, we did.
She was very friendly, but she was not very comfortable driving, so she drove us to a campground where we stayed. So she didn't have to take the winding road all the way up to the mountain.
Yep.
So they were fun.
Anything else happen in the last day?
Those are the big
I
events.
think those are the big events. All right.
Bye, folks.
Bye. Oh wait, what mile are we at?
I don't know.
7.99, I think.
It's too hard to keep track after all this flip-flopping.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Hello.
We just made it to the top of Mather Pass.
The second pass for the day.
The second pass.
Probably gone about maybe 15 or 16 miles for the day. We did Glen Pass this morning. It's pretty tough. And then it was like 8 more miles to here. To
No,
the
not. It was Pinchot Pass. This
Oh, yeah.
morning. Yeah, it was a long
Oh,
pass.
you're right.
It was like
Pinchot
8 miles up.
You're right. They say
Yeah.
Pinchot the steepest to the Sierra.
So we did it.
And now we're here
Yeah.
at the top of our second one. We're
Yeah.
gonna go about 2 or 3 more miles down to a campsite and call it a day.
Oh man, it's gonna
It's
feel
been
good to
a-
be there.
It's gonna be real good to be there. It's been a gasser of a day.
Gasser.
Gasser, you know,
Where
like
does
you
that word
feel
come from?
gassed.
I don't think that's the word.
Yeah, you feel gassed after a big
Gas. What are
gasser.
you farting?
No, it's just like exhausted, like all of your gas is out, like you're a car that's on empty.
No, gas is a word. Anyway. What else?
I mean, I think that's it.
That's it. It's really pretty. Let's see if I can show you. It's also freezing. We made it! Whew! We're gonna sleep good tonight.
Hello.
Hey,
We're
We
at the
just
top.
woke up
Yeah. We're at the top of Muir Pass. We slept up here last night
in the shelter.
in this cute little shelter. It was really nice and warm.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was a really hard pass. I think it's the hardest one I've done.
Yeah, it was rough.
It was so long. We climbed for like 7 hours.
And now we.
But now we woke up for sunrise.
Yeah, it's really, really pretty up here.
We saw sunset last night.
And we've got about 20 miles to Muir Trail Ranch today.
Where
Which-
hopefully they have a hiker box because we don't have enough food
Yeah,
to get to
it's
town.
just a little resort that you have to either hike to or come in by donkey. but there's supposed to be a lot of like John Muir Trail hikers that leave food and stuff in the hiker box there. So we're really banking on a good resupply there.
It's true. We've also heard a storm's coming, so
So we're trying to get out of this stuff as quickly as we can, get into Mammoth as soon as possible.
yeah. All right.
Well, bye.
Bye.
I like to think that we're more than halfway through.
What do we do today?
Today, we hiked downhill all day to Muir Trail Ranch to get food out of a bunch of hiker buckets. These people told us that they send thousands of 5-gallon buckets to the landfill every season, and that seems like
A
the
waste.
craziest system.
There was like a castle of buckets.
It was insane.
Huge castle. It's like a sand castle made out of buckets.
That's true.
I got this dinner out of the hiker box,
Ooh, very
and I made too
exciting.
much water, so now I'm drinking it.
What is it? Rice and chicken.
It's rice and chicken, but we
And
also
this.
mixed in a beef stew.
Yum.
It's just like a soupy, ricey
The people on the package look so happy.
But these are like liquid gold.
They look very
They
clear.
really are, like,
Because
also-
these meals cost like $11.
Yep.
But I've never paid for one. I only find them in like discarded piles.
We did so well. What did we eat for dinner tonight?
We had one bag that was labeled couscous mixed with one bag that was labeled vegetable bouillon mixed with one bag that was labeled broccoli soup.
You
It was
know
pretty
what?
good actually.
It was food.
Yeah,
It worked.
I liked it.
All right. What's happening?
It's
The world's ending.
Oh my.
Winter has come.
Winter has come.
It's snowing hard.
Well, okay.
Dinner. Nutella and tortilla. It's been a short day, but also a long day.
Mm-hmm.
We've only gone 7.5 miles, but we did it in a snowstorm. And we made it over a pass. What was it called?
Selden Pass?
Selden?
Yeah.
It wasn't
horrible.
It wasn't horrible, but it was
In the snow.
snowing, which was horrible.
Yeah.
It made it very difficult.
It's so cold outside. It's disgusting. It's so cold. Our shoes are soaked. Completely soaked. Our socks are soaked. Martin doesn't have a pair of dry socks.
I've been scolded for that.
And it's supposed to get
Not by
down
her.
to 20 degrees tonight.
Everything's going to be frozen.
Everything's going to freeze.
This wasn't
We
supposed
say
to
this
happen.
very casually, and you're going to see this after we've already done it, but it sounds like
It's going to be hard.
the worst
Tomorrow's
thing in
going
the
to
world.
suck. Today sucks, tomorrow's going to suck too.
I lost my phone. I dropped my phone out of my pocket, and I sobbed and sobbed and sobbed because I thought I lost it. I looked everywhere. Martin went, and we both backtracked to look for it. We couldn't find it. And Martin told this couple that we were looking for it, and they found it. We had gone past it like 3 times and not seen it, and they found it.
It was
so
awesome.
I'm very thankful for that. But basically, it's pretty miserable, and
We've been in our tent for a long time.
yeah, we're
trying
gonna
to
be
keep warm.
really happy to get to town. We've
Really
now
happy.
hiked 11 straight days without a break, without a zero. I'm pretty tired
From Kennedy Meadows.
from Kennedy Meadows, yeah. Right now I'm sleeping in my I've got every layer of clothing on. Let me walk you through what that is. I have like Omni Heat pants on, a shirt, a thermal layer, an Omni Heat shirt on top of that, and a puffy. That's 4 layers, and gloves.
And you're in your sleeping bag.
And I'm in my sleeping bag, and I wrapped my trash bag around me that usually lines my pack for extra warmth. My feet are still thawing, and I've been in the tent for like 3 hours. Yeah. So we
Needless to say, it's cold.
It's very cold.
It wasn't supposed to be this cold. We thought we were missing this.
Yeah, we thought we were missing this.
This wasn't in the plans. But sometimes you can't plan.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we live through tomorrow or
We'll
the
live.
night.
It'll be cold, but we'll live.
We're gonna be freezing. Our shoes are gonna freeze.
Literally.
My shoe is frozen. You can't really tell in the video, but I can't. It's immovable.
Frozen.
Absolutely frozen.
Icy.
Look at the shoestring. I have to put these on to wear today. Is this a joke? Our tent is dripping. My sleeping bag is wet. Doesn't get worse.
She said it's the worst day of the trail.
This is actually hell.
And we don't even... Hello.
We're just eating lunch. We've done 9.5 miles today. And the sun finally came out.
It's nice. It feels good. We never thought we'd be warm again. It was another super cold night. Probably, they said it got below 20 degrees. Definitely below freezing because everything was frozen. Tent had ice on it. Socks were frozen. Shoes were definitely frozen. We had to ford a big creek at the end of the day yesterday, so
Yeah, it sucked.
nothing had time to dry. The sun
It's
never
really
came out. It was so
cold.
cloudy. Today's been chilly in the morning and there's been a lot of snow, but the sky's been clear. So now that the sun's out, it's really doing a number of drying stuff out. And
We're
melting
drying
the snow,
everything
yeah.
out.
We've got everything laid out.
Can never tell if this works. It's just upside down.
It's upside down, definitely.
Whatever, you can understand. We're drying everything out. Oh, we're so excited to get to town. It's been
Super
11
excited.
days of hiking, and we just need like a second to relax. We're gonna go see a movie. That's all we have planned.
That's all you need planned.
Yeah. For lunch we had rice, potatoes, and burritos mixed together, and you're eating them on a tortilla.
It's really good. It tastes like Taco Bell because we eat it with Taco Bell hot sauce.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think so.
We didn't die.